Now let's talk about Donald Trump. The president-elect is keeping out of public eye these days. He's busy picking his cabinet and finalizing his agenda for day one in office. When Trump returns to the Oval Office next month, he wants to do it with a bang. He wants to waste no time in rolling out his policy, and topping his list of priorities are trade and tariffs. On his very first day, he plans to sign some executive orders. Goods from Mexico, Canada and China will face steep entry barriers. In some cases, tariffs could go as high as 25%. What about America's imports from India? Will Indian exporters face higher levies under Donald Trump? For the moment, Trump has excluded India from his tariff plan, but there's no guarantee that this won't change in the future. Here's our report.
Donald Trump is moving fast on his trade agenda. New tariffs are his top priority for his first day in office. 3 countries are on Trump's target: Mexico, Canada and China. Trump wants to stamp a 25% tariff on all imports coming from Mexico and Canada, while Chinese goods could face an additional 10% tariff. This would be over and above any existing duties. Will Beijing counter Trump's proposals? Well, for the moment, China is being cautious on this particular issue.
I have no information to offer at the moment, but in principle, we have an open attitude toward dialogue and communication.
But even Beijing should realize that Trump's threats are not empty. He's using these tariffs as leverage. The president-elect wants to extract concessions. Trump wants Mexico and Canada to address illegal immigration. With China, Trump is demanding action against illegal drugs like fentanyl. But the president-elect's approach is rattling American allies like Germany. The German economy minister has issued warnings. He fears that Trump's tariffs raise the risk of a trade war, and Europe should start contemplating countermeasures.
Last night's decision could be an indication that he is very serious. First, the EU must respond united to this and not tear itself apart into 2 or 3 blocks of countries, but speak as a united Europe. We must make clear that ultimately everyone loses: the United States Economic Area, and Europe.
For now, India can breathe a sigh of relief. It's not included in Trump's initial tariff plans. But during his campaign, Trump called India a big trade abuser. While in office, he often criticized India's import policies. High entry barriers on products like Harley-Davidson motorcycles were a frequent target.
You have to understand one thing. They're 100%. These people are the sharpest people. They're not a little bit backward. They are at the top. You know the expression, they're at the top of their game, and they use it against us. But India is very tough.
Trump could very well act on his threats in the future. During his previous term, India lost duty-free access to US markets for certain products, and New Delhi is aware of this history. However, it shouldn't be overly concerned. The strong rapport between Prime Minister Modi and Trump should give India some hope.